The frost is blooming on the pane, a white and ghostly flower. The clock upon the mantelpiece strikes the 5 o'clock hour. The kettle's whistling low and soft, a lonesome steady sigh, while the moon is hanging heavy in a bruised and purple sky. I pull my woolen stockings on, my boots are stiff and new, but they'll feel like laden weights to me before the day is through. I watch the fire die away, a dying embers glow, while downstairs in the shadows I hear my father go to check the safety lantern and to trim the cotton wick. The ticking of the clock sounds like a hammer's steady click. I see my dusty reflection in the glass upon the wall, a child who's standing tall enough yet feeling very small. I've heard the old men in the pub, their voices hushed and deep, of the fire in the darkness when the mountain starts to weep, of the Grisford boy who never rose and the oak's dark heavy toll, of the way the earth can swallow up a young and honest soul. My heart is like a trapped bird now, a flutter in my chest, as I look upon the valley where the broken giants rest. The tin box on the table glows beneath the lantern light, packed with bread and dripping for the middle of the night. I reach my hand to take it, and I feel a sudden chill, knowing many a hand has held one and is lying cold and still. I see my mother's shadow move, she's staring at the floor as my father takes his cap down and he points toward the door. And it's step by step in silence through the sleeping narrow street, just the rhythm of the iron on the soles of heavy feet. The damp is in the marrow and the mist is in the air, and the stars look down like witnesses to a young boy's silent prayer. Down into the Black Sea and down into the deep, where the ghosts of 1,000 brothers in the silent shale asleep. Leave the sun behind you, boy, forget the morning blue. The cage is waiting at the gate to take the light from you. But hold your head up steady and keep your lantern bright. We're going down to earn our bread within the belly of the night. The walk is long and narrow, where the row house gardens end, where the path begins to sharpen and the valley started to bend. I watch my father's shoulders, they're as broad as any wall. He's carried half the mountain, yet he's never known to fall. He doesn't look behind him and he doesn't check the sky, but I see the coal dust etched like ink around his weary eye. We join a stream of shadows as we reach the rising hill. The valley floor is waking with the morning's deathly still. Not a word is spoken as the lamps begin to flare, just the smell of grease and iron hanging in the winter air. A brotherhood of ghosts moving through the morning haze, toward the iron mouth that swallowed all their fathers' days. The headstock looms before us now, a skeleton me by the hand. He says there is no use in fearing what you don't yet understand. The earth is hard and greedy, boy, but she's where our living lies. And a man must look the darkness straight and never blink his eyes. Dry those tears away, my lad, let the shaking of you span.